Live. All right, what is up? What is up? What is good on this wonderful Wednesday grind? How you guys doing today? If you come in, if you tend to come across, go ahead and tie in. Tell me where you're coming from. What's going on, Queen Nicole? How are you doing this wonderful evening? Brother Ryan's in the house. So I don't want to. I always say I don't want to take up too much time and then end up running my gab, but you know, I really had something that was really playing on my mind, and let me introduce myself. My name is Raymond Wright. I am your favorite social retail marketer. I am the founder of Right Way Leadership Transformational Coaching. I am, as I always say, I'm here to motivate, inspire, and most importantly, transform, because my ultimate goal is really to help you improve your business, improve your family life, improve your relationships, to help you bridge that gap from where you're currently at to where you want to go. That's really what my goal is. So tonight, I hope I can give you a good word, because I know there's a lot of people who are struggling with what I'm going to share tonight. And I apologize because I got multiple screens going on. And Nicole, you did you should have messaged me so I could have supported you. You got to message me. I don't know if I would have been able to respond, but always message me. I'm always there to support when I can. But I want to talk to you guys tonight about a story. Perhaps you heard of it. Perhaps you didn't, right? And this is so critical of, I think, where people are right now. And I think this is so critical of where people struggle with in life, in all areas of life. It doesn't matter where you're at. It's in all areas of life, right? So back in the day, I don't want to say back in the day because this is a fictional thing, but anyways, there's a hiker, right? There was a hiker who was hiking through the mountains, right? And he got too close to a cliff, and he slipped and he fell off the cliff, right? The only thing that was there to save him from what you call his death was a branch that was hanging out the side of the cliff. And I know you guys probably seen that on commercials. So he grabs onto this branch, and as he's panicking there, he's screaming out loud, "Hello, help, help, help," thinking that there would be somebody who's passing by behind him. Nobody answered. So as the hiker starts to exhaust himself, he's tired of yelling, his hands start to slip. He decides to shout again. "Help, help, help," he shouts, right? And then this thundering, booming voice comes from the clouds. And he says, "I'll help you." And the man's hanging on, and he goes, "Who are you?" And he says, "It is me, Lord." And he goes, "Lord, what do you ask of me?" And the Lord says to him, "Let go." And the man thinks about it, and he hesitates, and he goes, "Lord, please help, help." And the Lord says, "Let go, and I'll catch you." The man thinks about it again. He disregards it, and then he shouts up again, "Help, help, help." And my question to you is, how many things are you holding on to that God has asked you to let go of? How many things are you holding on to that you know you're supposed to let go of? I think so many times we get caught up in this control of what we feel. We know that's not right. We feel like we know that's not good, right? Especially, I talk about business a lot, because in business, so many times, especially what I do in the social retail business, is people get involved and people get excited, but they have bad habits that they need to let go of. People get out of relationships. They get separated. They get a divorce, but they hold on to the same habits as they move into a new relationship, thinking that things are going to be different. And there's an old saying that says, wherever you go, there you are. Wherever you be, there you're at. That's what I'm saying, is how many things. See, the fictional hiker is a lot like real life characters, just like me, just like you. Because I can promise you, many people do not get where they want to go in life is because they're too busy consumed holding on to old habits, old thoughts, old relationships, and old ways of doing things. And as long as we're holding on to these old habits we have, these dysfunctional relationships that are not moving us towards our goals, our dreams, and the desires that we want of our life, See, we can talk about goals and we can talk about dreams, and I can say, man, join my team. I can help you in your finances. I can help you in this. But if I don't get down to the root cause and I don't start to find what's holding you back, what's limiting your beliefs, it doesn't matter how much I bring to the table until we can eliminate the reason why you feel, think, and act this way. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. We've all been there. But what situation is God telling you right now to let go of and you're holding on to it? See, we all want to talk about how great God is. We all want to talk about, and God is great. We all want to talk about what Jesus has done for us in our lives, and he has done everything for you in your life. For you are the reason you have life, right? We can talk about a mentor or a coach that feeds us and talks to us and builds us and loves us. But until we're ready to talk about what's holding us back, until we're ready to talk about the things that are limiting us in our growth department, that transformation process that happens from an internal place, not an external place. There's nothing that neither one of you or that I can do for you. Encourage, love, bless, help each other, serve each other. But if you don't fix what's inside, if you don't let go of this, especially in the network marketing, and I always use the industry I'm in as an example, because so many people have been left with a bad taste in their mouth because they've been made promises that people couldn't follow through with, or people have brought them in and then they have quit, right? Anything great in life is going to take work. Anything worthwhile in life is going to take work. The question is what type of work are you willing to put in? Not to mention what type of work are you willing to put in, but what type of work are you willing to let go of? The things, the habits, the things that you've always thought familiar, the comfortable life, right? See, I don't say it's living in your comfort zone. I'm not one to tell you, right? I will never tell you, it's your comfort zone. I say it's your familiar zone. Because when you say it's your comfort zone, you're saying that you're comfortable there. No one's comfortable living a familiar life. No one's comfortable not pursuing what they desire. No one's comfortable not living in their passions. No one's comfortable not living in their goals and their purpose. But we get familiar with what is working up to this point. We get familiar with the paycheck. We get familiar with the way we raise our children. We get familiar with the way the world tells us we need to do specifics. We get completely ordained on all these social medias and influencers and all these gurus, right? I heard somebody say a guru is somebody that people serve. A leader is a servant to the people. See, I don't want to be a guru. I want to be a servant. I want to build my business by serving and helping others break these limiting beliefs and to truly build the bridge. Whether we do a challenge, whether we do a masterclass, whether we just breaking bread with one another, we're having coffee, whether I'm doing a live, what am I giving you that you can implement in your life, or maybe something you're holding on to that you can throw in the trash? See, not to mention, there's another problem that we have. There's another problem. Excuse me. Look, you are a blessing. Anyways, sorry, that was corny. But what I want to say is also, freedom is available to you. Freedom is available to you, right? Spiritual freedom, emotional freedom, physical freedom. What does that look like to you? I think there's three things that we need to control in our lives, and it's spiritually, physically, and emotionally. If we can learn to control these three aspects, if we can learn to control these three things, there's nothing that anybody, nor the enemy or anything anybody can take away from us, because we are a sound mind in the areas that mean and matter most. But most people will tell you, chase this, pursue this, do this, get this course, follow me here. I'll teach you how to do this. I'll teach you how to do that. Do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And the whole time they're teaching you all this stuff that maybe your level of experience or expertise just isn't ready for yet. See, we all want to go after and there's nothing wrong with this. We all want to get in the rooms with the Grant Cardones and the Damon Johns and the freaking Brendan Burchards and there's nothing wrong with that, taking their trainings. But there's so many people that are 2 steps in front of us that we can relate to so much more, that can edify us properly, that can give us the time to lead us, that can spend the amount of time it's needed to get us to where we need to go. But for some reason, we're holding on to this thought. We're holding on to this realistic thing or this unrealistic expectation that we're going to become multi-millionaires and best friends with some of these people that are all they're doing is they're sharing a screen with you or a voice with you. But when are you going to realize that there is people that are 2, 3, 4 steps in front of you, that are willing to take your hand, guide you, guard you, serve you, help you? But you're holding on to these unrealistic expectations and these false idolatries that these people are going to serve the need that you need at that time. And when it doesn't happen, you quit, you surrender, you give up. You go back to the things that were familiar in your life. See, familiarity is the killer of dreams. Complacency is this terrifying thought that I'm just going to settle for the rest of my life and I'm going to deal with it. Man, that's not a way that I want to live. I'd rather spend the rest of my life fighting and clawing and chasing after that lion and going after the things that I felt like God has put in my heart. See, we become a victim to our habits. We become a victim to what's familiar. And we start to point the finger to other people. We blame other people. We criticize other people. I said yesterday, the mirror doesn't lie, but the one that looks in the mirror is the liar. So if the mirror's lying to you, then you need to change the way you talk to yourself. You need to change the thoughts in your head. See, in network marketing and social retail marketing, the greatest thing is the opportunities there. The possibilities there. If you want something more in your life, you got to go out and do the work it takes. Staying in his familiar zone or her familiar zone has never saved anybody from poverty. It's never saved anybody in a relationship. Getting uncomfortable and doing what you feel you can't do is exactly the thing that God needs you to do so he can go before you. Listen to what I'm saying. He's telling you, let go of these things. God cannot, and I believe will not. He'll protect you, but he will not perform great miracles in your life if you are holding on to own thoughts, old ways, old angers, old habits, destructive things, and the patterns that got you to where you're currently at right now. That's what I want you to understand. That's what I want you to believe. I don't know who's got to hear this tonight. I don't know who. Look, all I know is this. I know that you have to be willing. You have to be able to let go of the old thoughts, the old idolatries, and the things that are holding you from being the best you can be. Invest in yourself, yes. But instead of spending $1,000, $2,000 in hours and hours in people's courses that you'll never sit at their table, or that you currently, maybe you will, but you currently, I believe in manifestation. I believe in speaking it. But why don't you focus on the next level, the next step? What can I do right now to get me into the next step? What can I do right now to get me into the next ranking? What can I do right now to build the next relationship? And look for those people that are 2 or 3 steps in front of you that can coach you, not do the work for you, but to hold you accountable and to assist you in the process and give you the tools and resources as I do for my people, just as it's done for me. And the work over time, progression over time, with consistency, dedication, discipline, and the created habits, you will get closer and closer to your ultimate goal, your ultimate destination, and the ultimate place that you desire to be. But there is work that you need to do. And don't be like this fictional hiker when you're screaming for help and God's telling you to let go of that thing. God's telling you to get out of that relationship. God is saying, I gave my son to free you from who you are and what you've done. I've given my son. See, I know for me, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, I'm in social retail. Yes, I do coaching. But first and foremost, I'm a child of God, a lover of Christ, a servant to his kingdom. First and foremost, I can preach with the best of them. I can love with the best of them. I can serve with the best of them. I can lead with the best of them. I can motivate with the best of them. I can inspire with the best of them. And you're damn sure you better believe that I can help people overcome with setting them back better than the best of them. But what I'm here to tell you, until you're ready, until you're able, until you're so freaking sick and tired of staying in the familiar zone, then you're going to continue to do exactly what you've been doing. And sometimes it's absolutely nothing. Sometimes we keep ourselves so busy in our mind that we don't see the results. We don't get the results. Sometimes we keep ourselves so busy in our mind, we think we're doing something, but we're not doing anything. We're not accomplishing nothing. God wants us to work. He wants us to work in what matters to us, but mainly what matters to him. Because I'll be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I personally don't believe God cares what you do, as long as what you do for him. Whether you're a coach, whether you're a speaker, whether you're a network marketing, whether you're a social retailer, whether you're building a brick and mortar business, whether you're the CEO of a company, whether you're the vice president of a company, do you do it to the best of your ability and serve the people that you're supposed to serve? Because what I can promise you this is, no matter what you do, you will not be rewarded greatly if you're doing it for the wrong reasons, or because you're prideful, or because you're ego. See, people get on in these platforms and these pedestals, and they talk about, I'm the only one, and listen to me, and buy this and buy that and do this. Man, I'm telling you, it's fine. It's great. It's golden. Go for it if you're at that level. But if you're getting started, you don't have to invest in the most predominant, crazy person. Who's 2 steps in front of you? Who's doing what you desire to be doing, and lock it in arms with them? Learn from someone. Study from someone. But stop wasting your money on all these gurus who are more worried about people serving them than them serving the people. And don't allow these false narratives get in your mind and fake you out from doing what's important next. Yes, they might have hundreds of millions of dollars. Yes, they might have the results that you want. But right now, you might be in a position where you just need to hear somebody's actual voice. Or you might just need to break bread with somebody and have a coffee with them. Look them in the eyes. Start small. Build the habits. Over time, in a consistent basis, will get you one step closer to where you desire to be. Stop chasing all this frivolous bullcrap. I've done it. I've been there. You know what it does? Everyone else might think you got it all together, but it leaves you frustrated as hell. It leaves you pissed off, and it leaves you wondering if you're doing the right things. Why? Because you're trying to do what everyone else is doing. Because I'm going to be honest with you. What's up, Sadai? I'm going to be honest with you. Until you do what you've been called to do, until you do what you're great at, until you do what's important next, you're going to stay scratching your freaking head, wondering why you're not getting results. And people go from company to company, from thing to thing and tell everybody why things don't work. Why? Because they're not doing the work. Sometimes you get involved with the wrong person. Sometimes you get involved with the wrong company and it bites you in the butt. But it's a lesson learned. But as I go back to this hiker, when this hiker was holding on to this branch with dear life, and he's screaming to the heavens, and God told him, let go, I'll catch you. And instead of letting go, he started screaming for somebody else. You know what that tells me? That tells me that freedom is available. And you have the right to choose freedom, or you have the right to choose, I don't know the word I was going to use, but you get to choose. What has you? What is it? Anger? Is it depression? Is it fear? Is it worry? Is it some sort of addiction? Drugs, alcohol, sex? What kind of substance got you? Are you smoking marijuana because God made marijuana, but it's limiting your work ethic and the focus that you can have on what's important next? Stop making excuses for everything and start going out and getting the work done. The world is full of people that play victim. Not that they're not, I'm not pointing, I'm just saying, people that are perfectly capable, they play the victim. While people who are truly struggling seem to get out and fight. Man, that's powerful stuff. So what are you holding on to? What do you need to let go of? What do you need to move in? I just wanted to come tonight because I want to know, what has you? What has you to the point of you not being able to get to the next level in life because you're consumed with what you're holding on to? Remember, you guys have all the tools that you need. You need someone or something that can help bring the best out of you, that can crush that thought, that belief, those things, the BS. That's the belief system that you've had up to this point. So let's have a resolve. Let's have a resolve that once and for all, we put our stake in the ground and we go get this done. See, I know one thing in 2021. Not only are we going to help so many people with health and wealth and wellness, fitness, physical, spiritual, mental, emotionally, we're going to help people break the chains of addictions. We're going to help people break the chains of divorce. We're going to help people break these chains. And you say, how would you do that through social retail? Because we're building a team of witnesses that are powerful in their own rights, that can serve people that they're supposed to serve through products, through services, through whatever it is. And we're going to build an amazing team. And we're going to help people reach goals that they never could have imagined. We're going to help people get out of their heads like you never could have imagined. Today is the day that you take that step. Today is the day that you take that leap. Today is the day that we step out in faith. Today is the day. Are you ready to grab the bull by its horn? Are you ready to get it done? Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm ready. I know my team's growing. People are hitting goals. It's a fantastic thing. But you got to believe it. You got to believe that you can. Then you got to take the action and get involved in something that's going to help you get there and get around people that's going to help you get there. So anyways, Sarah, I'm calling you in a few minutes, sis. I love you guys. Have an absolute blessed night. Tonight is the night. I want you to think about where you want to go and then wake up in the morning and start moving in that direction. Let go of the things that God has been asking you to let go of. You want God to work in your life? then move in the direction that God has asked you to go and let go of the things that are not benefiting you. With that, guys, have a blessed night. Love you. Appreciate you. I am your man, Raymond Wright. I am your famous and favorite social retail marketer. I am the motivator. I am the inspirator. But most importantly, like I say, I am your transformator, because I will give you tools. I will give you the resources, and I will help you bridge that gap. Let's go get it done. Deuces.